What's up, boys? Today we got a bit of a juicy news drop. We had a two-parter here. We had a community comms link as well as a sort of clarification around the modding policy. We'll start with that one because I, like a lot of people, thought that there was going to be no modding due to the, modding would not be supported policy line that they had initially going into the game. However, I think now it's seeming like they just meant that there won't be any mod support like there was in Darktide 2, though they do allow some degree of modding, and that's what they try to help clarify. So first of all, they talked about what they didn't want us to be doing, and that was doing things that would affect other people's gameplay negatively, or anything that would allow us to kind of cheat the game and bypass like progression systems, or just just flat out cheats in missions like speed hacks or unlimited damage, stuff like that. And anything that would be considered toxic behavior. And I think a good sort of way to round up what toxic behavior would be from a mod is something that like auto kicks people for playing a certain class. Those did exist in previous games from what I read. So yeah, they're looking to avoid anything like that. But any other mods, something that just helps with quality of life things is more than okay to be using in the game. So they did say in some detail that because the mods don't have access to the servers anymore like they used to, they can only really do stuff that is client side, and you can't interact with the server side of things. So the mods are able to delete characters, do selling and buying of items, spending of currency, stuff like that. They are also able to make some UI changes, which is pretty cool, and I want to touch on that again in a bit and just look at one of the most exciting examples of what that can mean for us. They also then go on to spiel on how, use mods at your own risk, etc. They, some could maliciously delete your characters and stuff like that, which could be could be kind of mean, but always, user beware. Don't download some just random ass mod from absolutely nowhere. Make sure it comes from a, well-established community member first. So circling back then to the mod that I wanted to talk about is this one here that was posted by Grassman on the Darktide forum. It's a scoreboard. I think this is fantastic. I absolutely 100% do not understand why they took the scoreboard out of the game. I think that's a massive L, and I'm quite excited to see one coming back. Looks pretty good. It looks to be functional. Hopefully it's coming out soon. I will leave a link to the original post and to Grassman's YouTube channel so everyone can check it out there, give it a like. And yeah, I mean, if I had to critique it, I would say there is a bit too much information on here. Honestly, I would prefer, myself, it's more of a personal preference, but I would just personally like something that had a little less information on it and perhaps was a little clearer on the areas in which I performed best. Now, I understand they're colored yellow, but I like the green circles. The green circles were good. And then building on that, I think things like overhealing and ammo wasted, those are a touch toxic, or at least they could be. I could certainly see some people getting angry about those. And honestly, they're the kind of things that are pretty apparent in the game. You notice when somebody's getting every ammo pack. You notice when somebody's taking every Medicaid station. You probably don't need a scoreboard to get upset about that. It just might reinforce that behavior a little bit. But yeah, massive props to Grassman. Really looking forward to using this. Not too sure where to keep an eye out for it. Like I said, I will leave all the links that I have at least in the description. Grassman, if you do watch this, let us know where to keep our peepers peeping so that we can download it, as soon as it goes live. And then moving on from that, we have a community comms link, which is just basically a breakdown of what the team are working on over at Fat Shark. And in addition to everything that we spoke about in the last video, again, I'll leave a link to this one, in regards to the crafting system coming in finally. Yeah, only like 4 months late, boys, but yeah, it's on its way. And also some changes to how rewards work. So just to quickly go over those again, they'll be adjusting how much we need to do for each one of Sire Melk's quests. Also, we'll be getting a lot more in return for doing them as well. They're also adjusting things like XP, money, and materials, crafting materials that you find in missions based on things like the difficulty and whether you did like scriptures or grimoires, which is fantastic. This absolutely needed to be in the game. It's about time that it's here. It's really been a bit slow, but I'm just happy to see that it's here. Anyways, in addition to that, they're also here talking about some changes to the mission board, which again is good. I feel like it's a step in the right direction at the very least. What they're going to be doing is increasing the number of available missions from 12 to 16, so that's 4 more missions. And there's going to be more missions of the higher difficulties represented. So Hopefully this means that I'm no longer waiting like an entire day for a specific damnation to do, so I can do duo damnation. And also this hopefully means that we won't be having times where there's just like no grimoires on the map at all, which is another real pain in the ass. But yeah, great to see. It is a move in the right direction. They're also doing a lower timer on the mission, so they will rotate faster, which again is fantastic. But I just still don't like this system in general. I just want to choose to do the ones that I want to do. If anyone out here likes it the way that it is, sound off in the comments, because I've not found a single person who likes it this way. So if you're out there, let us know. I just want to know that I'm not crazy for not liking it. And then finally, they also have mentioned that they will be adding emotes into the game, which I guess is cool. Now, it does say here specifically that it's more social interactions in the hub world of the Morningstar, which kind of sucks in its own rights, because the Morningstar, at least for me, and I've said this throughout my like entire creation of Darktide videos or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, but every single time I go into the Morningstar, I'm like one of 3 people. So I'm just going to be emoting to the wall. But yeah, I guess it's kind of cool. It would be kind of neat if we could put them in the game as well. I'm sure it's a lot of technical limitations with that, but personally, I think it would be kind of funny to goof off in the matches themselves with emotes. I mean, I'm sure some people will misuse it, but it's also, you got to take the good with the bad. What I really want to know is where the backpacks went. Like, cool, we're going to get the emotes. I've got my money on it being like 2 emotes, and we don't even know if they're going to be earnable in-game or if we're going to have to buy them. I'm guessing it'll be a combination of the 2, but we'll probably get a couple of emotes. But I want to know what happened to the backpacks. Why is there just one backpack and it's just the ugly ass one that we get from the Imperial Edition? I hate it. It looks ugly ass. I've never used it. And there was so many cool looking like back armors in the promo materials, like the Zealot, which I main, had a huge tome on their back. And I want that. I want to know where that is, Darktide. Give me one of those. I will even spend money on it. I want the backpack. Actually, no, if you can make it free, that would be great. Anyways, guys, that is absolutely everything tied up into a neat little bow for you. I hope you enjoyed my breakdown of the information. As always, there will be links to everything in the description down below for you to check it out. I do highly recommend giving it a full read. And all of my links to all of my socials will be down there as well. So I set up a Twitter, which I do plan to start using soon. I bet some of you have heard that before. And I have a Twitch, which I am sort of periodically using to stream a bit of Darktide. But you know, I'm on Asian time, so it's quite difficult. Probably be in the morning or the evening for you, but I am doing it. So if you want to head over there and give that a follow, that would be much appreciated. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Give it a like, subscribe, don't be stingy. Love ya. Kisses. Thank you for doing that. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.